I apologize, dear viewer, for the curse I'm about to bestow upon you. Forbidden knowledge that comes with knowing that there is a game now out in the wilderness by the name of Adolf Hitler RPG Last Minutes of the Millennium Empire. Okay, so, bit of context here. I received this game from the developer of it, who, let me quote the Curator Connect message that it was sent with. Games for review, comma, if you want. That's all it said. That is all it said. I promise you. Let me now quote directly from the Steam store description, because this game is on Steam alongside, Downwell. Adolf Hitler RPG Last Minutes of the Millennium Empire is a departure from traditional gaming experiences, focusing instead on provoking thought, empathy, and understanding. Now, I'm gonna pause my reading of this for a moment to ask, is this thought, empathy, and understanding for the man Adolf Hitler? If so, wow. If not, what the fuck are you trying to do with the game called Adolf Hitler RPG? Why have you done this to yourself? Into the world? Back to reading. It encourages players to explore the nuances of history and human nature, raising questions about power, ideology, and the moral implications of our choices. Key features: immerse yourself in a single room, meticulously designed to capture the essence of Adolf Hitler's final moment. Contemplate the solitude, introspection that characterized this pivotal moment in history. In other words, well, I'm fucked. Honestly, I don't know how you can make a story about the moment of, well, I'm gonna die here, may as well take life into my own hands. Interact with a singular in parentheses, object in the room to trigger an introspective moment and gain insight into Hitler's psyche. Encourage deep reflection on the consequences of historical actions and the nature of power. Again, he was gonna die anyways. Him killing himself did not really change all that much. A minimalist approach to gameplay that prioritizes introspection and empathy. Notice, should feel profoundly impacted by the experience, there are two hidden keys that allow the player to either reset or re-experience these events, or minimize the window to exit the game. I read that directly, by the way, that, sick. Um, that's sick as an SIC, even though, if I had to guess, this game is probably also SICK. That should feel is a direct part of the notice, part of the developer's artistic vision, if you will, of this very, very well thought out store page for a very, serious game about being Adolf Hitler RPG. Do you think that this game is taking itself seriously with that title? Because I don't think so. I don't think that that's being serious. I don't think that's taking the fact that this is a game where you are Adolf Hitler very seriously. Granted, I'm not saying that you can't necessarily do something like satirical with that and make it work. But I would hazard a guess that this game doesn't do that, just based on the available evidence here. Now we're gonna give it a fair shake. We're gonna explore the nuances of history and human ideology, raising our own questions about ideology, power, and the moral implications of our choices. But before we go on about that, is one of these hidden keys just Alt-Tab? Well, two of these hidden keys, actually, which would mean that, the reset and re-experience these events thing is a bit incorrect. Is also one of these keys that does that space bar if I hit it right now. Come on. Every game. It would be interesting if you disabled Alt-Tab somehow, because then you would have fucked with Windows. But we're going to play this till, from beginning to end, and we're going to take this very serious game called Adolf Hitler RPG Last Minutes of the Millennium Empire seriously. We're going to give it a fair shake. We're going to see if it's actually trying to be Nazi propaganda, or if it is actually trying to do all of these things that it very very mechanically states that it will be doing in the store description. We're gonna find out for ourselves. So I'm gonna be your canary in the coal mine here. Heaven help me. Spacebar does not work. Enter does, though. Enter does. Okay, we have interaction. Is that an invisible wall there? No music, by the way. Also, incredible. So I guess she's floating in the air, is what this layering tells me. She's floating in the air right now. So she's not actually sitting on the couch like it looks like. That's just an optical illusion. This is part of the developer's artistic vision. This game's $4, by the way, on Steam. $4. Yeah, cool. Is that... Hello? Oh, R is the button. Okay. Also, the game does this. It has this little preamble before you can actually play it. Play it, quote unquote. Well, I think we have found single. Or the singular object. Parentheses around singular, by the way, very important. So this game is, so far, not seeming like it's actually all that much. Like I'm having troubles being offended by it from what we've done here so far. But let's see if there's anything we can actually interact with besides the singular object. No, you cannot. You're just supposed to walk around and be like, wow, I'm Hitler. That's deep, bro. But I don't wanna. Trying to see if there is a two objects to interact with. Really, this game is just wanting you to do everything for you. Doing all of the thing. It has nothing that it's saying itself. It's doing nothing. You just walk over, you sit on the couch, and then you die. Which, granted, having a, on the draw kill Hitler button is kind of nice, actually. Like, I guess it has some value if you just really want to, watch Hitler die. This doesn't have anything to do, though, with provoking empathy or introspection. Am I wrong? You literally just walk over and then you press a button and you die. There's no music. There's no animations to sell this idea that, to get you in that mindset. It is literally you just walking around a corner and then pressing E. The pixel art is also really bad, as we immediately established. Your wife, I suppose, is supposed to be sitting on the chair, but is in fact floating, suspended in the air. What the fuck is this? This is so pretentious. Like, let me dispel the question of, is this game, like, trying to have you do, have you, like, in the perspective of Hitler and being... Yeah, it is $4 on Steam, by the way. Can confirm. Let's soak in the ambience of this very important moment in history. Like, look at this shit. Also, I am walking forward here, obviously. You can see the walking animation, but there is an invisible wall. Incredible. This is like not even like an 18 by 18 square. There are objects obscuring that. And there are still invisible walls in this. Fantastically made. This developer has never made another game before, at least on Steam. The store description says, Adolf Hitler RPG Last Minutes of the Millennium Empire is a simple and short game where you get to kill Hitler. You can do that in Sniper Elite 3, motherfucker. And that's an actual video game that has, like, actual design to it. There are literally... This is all that it is. I'm not. There's nothing hidden here. We've explored. We have explored the nuances of history and human nature. They're like 5 tiles, and then you shoot yourself. There are no user reviews on Steam yet, except for one apparently that is in German. And it is not recommended. Let us see. Let us Google Translate this. Okay, Google Translate doesn't want to do that. Let us translate. Google Translate. The only interaction is walking through a small room and then sitting on the couch with Hitler to put a bullet in his head while Ava Braun, who is also in the room, poisons herself at the same time. Game over, that's it. No battle sounds. The only 2 tones are the intro music and the footsteps when Hitler walks. Also when he shoots him. Not even the German newsreel is running, by the way. I hope there will be DLCs soon that I can also purchase, that I can also buy for expensive money from German. Why? What the fuck is this? This is a mystery wrapped in enigma. Oh, and you can actually walk past the invisible wall, you just have to, like, turn. But then when you turn again, it can't. Amazing. They didn't mention the floating Ava Braun, by the way. This is horrific. Like, I'm having troubles stirring up much emotion for it. Like, this is one of the worst games I've ever played, just by default, I guess, because it is a bad concept executed very badly. Look at this. Did this developer actually put any time, thought, or energy into this $4 game that you were expected to pay $4 for? American US dollars, by the way. This let's be honest, this is a grift. This has no reason to exist beyond hubris and trying to seem more profound.